let's welcome the stars for today's call, Renan Ferreira and Maurice Greene. We'll start with the higher seed here, the number 2 seed, Renan Ferreira. Renan, you are back in the PFL playoffs. I'll just ask for you to start. What does it mean for you to be here in the playoffs once again?
Renan, o que significa para você estar nos playoffs da PFL esse ano mais uma vez? Renan, você tá no mudo. Isso.
Pode ver aqui. Então, mais uma grande oportunidade, né? Muito feliz aí. Com certeza, muito bem treinado. E estou pronto para essa luta. É o meu momento aí. E vamos com tudo.
Talked about this opportunity. Feeling great. Camp's going amazing. Yeah. Not much else to add. Just onward we go.
I love it. Of course, Maurice, we'll get to you in a second. Renan, you're facing another big guy. I mean, massive heavyweight here in Maurice Greene. What advantages do you see that you think you have in this matchup?
São algumas vantagens que você vê do seu lado nesse casamento aí de luta.
Então, mudou o adversário, né? Muda a estratégia. Esse cara aí é um pouco mais longo, né? Então é um cara que troca mais, mas assim, estou muito bem preparado, estou pronto para essa luta e assim, a parte mais difícil é porque, tipo assim, esse cara é muito feio, né? Lutar com um cara muito feio assim é difícil.
I mean, you changed strategy. There was a change in opponents. Maurice he's a taller guy. He's got more reach. He's more of a striker. I think the toughest part on this matchup is just that he's just an ugly guy.
Wow. All right.
The best he got.
Maurice, you wanted to get things started. You got to start. Hit it. Last thing I got for you. On paper, this fight looks like it might not last very long. You guys are both finishers, big guys. What do you think? What can fans expect in this matchup?
Yes.
Vocês são dois caras grandes, né? Com muito poder aí, dos pesos pesados de fato. Quando você olha assim, as expectativas das pessoas é que essa luta não vai durar muito tempo. O que você espera dessa luta?
Com certeza. Como sempre, vou sempre andar para frente e buscar esse nocaute. Ele sabe aí o poder das minhas mãos. Então sei que ele vai estar o tempo todo aí ligado e com medo.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know my fight style. I'm going to be moving forward and try to land some big hands. He knows the power I carry in my hands, so I know.
All right, thank you very much, and appreciate it, Maurice. I know you've been itching to get this thing started, so I mean. Hey, you were outside of the playoffs to start, but you got the call. You're back in. So I guess talk to me about how you're feeling now that you are in the PFL playoffs.
I mean, first and foremost, let me just say I'm grateful for the opportunity, right? I was outside the playoffs and, shit happens in this tournament format. That's what makes it great. And, I'm back in. They've asked me several times, like, how do you feel about your opponent? He's a finisher and all that good shit. Aren't they all? Aren't they all finishers? Didn't Ante finish this man right here? Didn't he finish him? Right? Yeah. Wasn't Goltsov finishing guys? Right? Yeah. So I guess we go see. You go throw your big ass heads, and I'm gonna be right there for it all, big dog. I'm there for it all of it.
Well, obviously you guys are, tall guys for the division. So, you're one of the few guys who can look you eye to eye. So what kind of advantages do you feel like you have against him in this matchup?
Got experience, man. He's new to this shit. He may have been doing it for a while, but he's relatively new to this, There's not a whole lot of changing that he's done in his game. I guess they say he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but I wonder who the fuck gave him his black belt because I ain't seen no jiu-jitsu. So, I wouldn't even say an advantage. At the end of the day, we're two top athletes. I will say that. I won't be that much of an asshole. He's here for a reason. He's been in the PFL for a while for a reason. And, it's not that I think this fight's going to be easy or I think I'm going to steamroll him. But for the first time in my career, I've actually been taking this shit so serious to a point where I just feel like I really, really, in my heart of hearts, feels like this motherfucker's weak. He's not strong. He looked big. He looked strong. He puts on a really good face for everybody when he tries to look mean. But I could see through that bullshit that he got on it. I could see through that bullshit. I fought a lot of tough guys over the years. I lost probably more than I should have, including my last fight. I thought I had it won. Did something you should never do is count your chickens before they hatch, or count your eggs, or whatever the fuck the saying is. And I learned a hard lesson when that fight I could have won and I could have been the second seed, but really it doesn't fucking matter what seed I am. All that matters is that I'm in the semifinals. And I'm still fighting the same guy I would have fought had I won. So this is not changing anything for me. My confidence is still where it was prior to, and ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change. So, he knows he's in for a fight. He could talk all the bullshit or he could say whatever he wants, but he knows he's in for a fight. He's tall, he's long. I get to Tyson this bitch ass.
I love it. Strong words. All right, we're looking forward to this matchup. Guys, appreciate the opening remarks.
That's
there.
it?
No, we're going to turn it over to the media. Those were just my questions. Now we got to get the media. I know you got more to say, Maurice Greene. I know you got more to say. So we will now turn it over to the media for questions.
Amy. Hi, guys. This question's for both of you. I can answer one at a time, whoever wants to go first.
He can go first.
All right, awesome. So, there's a unique element to this heavyweight division. You guys are fighting, obviously, for a title for $1 million, but there's also potentially a chance that whoever is the champion could fight Francis Ngannou next. Is that something you guys have thought about? Is that something you can let yourself think about? And do you feel like that's something you would really want to push for if you guys become champion?
Tem uma parte muito interessante dessa luta, que é claro, o vencedor vai lutar por $1 milhão, mas mais do que isso, o campeão da divisão pode eventualmente lutar contra o Francis Ngannou. Isso é uma coisa que te interessa, que te motiva e te dá uma vontade a mais nessa temporada? Renan, desligou o áudio. Isso.
Então, com certeza, ter aí um grande atleta como o Francis aí dando peso na organização, isso motiva cada vez mais, né? A gente já está buscando ali, porque é uma luta aí que todo mundo quer fazer, então com certeza é uma motivação a mais aí.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a fight everyone wants, so it's definitely an added motivation.
Maurice, you want to answer that as well? Yeah, you want to answer that as well?
Yeah, what the fuck do you expect? I've been in this game almost 14 years now. I kickbox for glory. I was on Tough. I was in the UFC. And I haven't even touched no money like that. And so you think as soon as they strap that belt around my waist, the first name I'm gonna call is Francis Ngannou. I mean, if you don't do that, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? I got a family to feed. I got kids that need to go to college. I got, there's a lot of things that ride on this, and that's why I was so heartbroken after the loss. So, yeah, the first name I'm gonna call is Francis Big Ass. You better believe it. Nobody else should get. The only thing that I'm saying here is there's nobody else that should get that fight but the winner of this tournament. Period. Point blank, end of story. The winner of this tournament this year should get that fight if they want it. Everybody might not want that fight. But like I said, I'm here for all of it, baby. I'm 37 years old. I spend most of my time doing this shit. And yeah, I'm here for it.
All right, Patrick.
Right. Renan, you have gone through multiple seasons in the PFL. Do you think that gives you an advantage over Maurice having experienced the full season format multiple times?
Renan, você já lutou a temporada da PFL várias vezes. Você sente que isso te dá uma vantagem contra o Maurice Greene nessa luta, considerando que você já sabe o formato, já tem essa experiência, essa bagagem?
Não, eu acho que o Maurício é um lutador experiente, né? É um lutador que já vem de várias lutas aí. Então, eu acho que a minha questão de ter participado mais vezes no GP, eu acho que não influencia em nada. O que influencia é quem vai estar mais bem treinado, quem vai estar querendo mais ali naquele momento, entendeu?
No, I don't think so. I think Maurice is an experienced guy. He's fought very tough competition. He's been around for a long time. All that really matters is who wants him more, who's going to be more prepared come fight night.
Maurice, I saw you shaking your head when I mentioned the experience. While you do have a lot of UFC experience, do you think having the advantage of kind of being in the spotlight more than Renan gives you an advantage, or do you agree with Renan's statement?
I kind of agree with him. It really, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what the paper looks like, right? What the paper doesn't matter, right? What really matters is which shell of you shows up to fight that night. And the best guy is going to show up in me. And I'm assuming I'm going to get the best Ran that we've seen so far. And if it's anything less than that, then you know how that shit about to go. So I think we're going to fight hard for 3 rounds. However, I have seen this in him. I see him break. I've seen him break. I've watched several fights. I'm still watching fights, I've seen him break in fights to where, he's a bully, but when he can't bully you and the going gets tough, the motherfucker folds on you. So I've seen that too. So I guess it really depends on what shell of him we get, but I don't care what shell of him we get. All I can worry about is the things that I can control, right? And that's the work I put in, my game plan and everything like that. So
thank you, and good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
Jonathan.
Five Region Sports. Maurice, this one's for you. You spoke about the best version of yourself showing up for this one. Mentally, how do you feel like the preparation that you do as far as watching that film will allow you to be the best version of yourself coming into this fight?
Same I did last fight. Everybody said you turned your back and you ran. Yeah, I got the fuck out of there. Like, listen, if the going gets tough, I'm getting the fuck out of there for a minute. Okay. I'm getting out of there. However I can get out of there. I didn't get hit. It don't look great, but I'm getting out of there. The best version of myself showed up for my last fight. The only difference is, I didn't feel like I had to get up, which I should have gotten up, which was stupid of me. And then I would have been the number 2 seed. But like I said, that none of that matters. Nothing really has changed in my training since the beginning of the season. The one thing that has changed is, I just been fucking lifting weights, and, I've been lifting weights. And the fact of the matter is I can toss 260 pounds. He ain't going to be no more than 265 pounds. He's not a big heavyweight that's going to balloon up to 280. His ass going to stay around 260. He's a little taller than me, so he may carry more weight. That don't necessarily mean he got more muscle. He's kind of slim. So I have confidence in my strength too. He throws with reckless whatever you say, abandonment or whatever. He just throws, leans forward, puts his neck out there, but he usually can get away with that because he fights shorter fighters. He ain't gonna get away with that bullshit. He's just not going to get away with it. He's going to try, though. but I'm gonna be there for all of it. You know, I've been hit hard. You know, I train with the GOAT. And I will say this: I train with the GOAT. You know, yeah, he's training with some good athletes. You know, I wouldn't call Junior Dos Santos legendary, but, you know, he was a good athlete at one point. I literally trained with the best fighter on the fucking planet. So, you know, and that fighter's arms are just as long as Big Homie's arms. So it's nothing new to me. But I guarantee you, he don't fight or get to train against too many guys that are 6'7". Right. So that's going to be a little adjustment for him. It's going to be, you know, there may be a feeling out process for him, you know. Yeah, I'm just excited to just take it to his ass. And as far as all that whole ugly comment, you know damn well I'm not ugly.
Appreciate your answer, my man. Good luck on their fight. Renan, for you, you've been, like you mentioned previously, you've been in the PFL for a couple seasons. Is not winning the belt making it, you know, obviously you're always motivated for the fight, but having gone through it and not winning the championship, does that make it a little more, put a little more pressure coming into this fight specifically?
Renan, você, como a gente falou aqui antes, você já lutou PFL, terceira temporada. Você sente uma certa pressão tendo lutado já 2 temporadas, não tendo ganho a cinta, estando aqui pela terceira vez?
Ah, não sinto nenhum tipo de pressão. É claro que eu me cobro muito, me cobro nos treinos. Eu sei que eu tenho que melhorar e todos nós temos, né? Sempre tem alguma coisa para melhorar e assim, tô me dedicando cada vez mais aí no que eu preciso melhorar, mas eu não tenho nenhum tipo de pressão. Eu quero, eu tô bem treinado, vim para ganhar, mas assim, entro sem nenhuma pressão.
No pressure. Just really want this. That's what it comes down to. I'm feeling great. Very well trained, well coached. Just something that I feel motivated and drive for, but not coming in here with any particular pressure.
Awesome. Thank you and good luck, my man.
Thank you.
Curtis.
Hey guys, it's Curtis Calhoun here with MMA News. Thank you for the time today. Appreciate it. First question is for Renan. Renan, I spoke with Francis Ngannou just a few months ago in Atlanta, and he singled you out as the one fighter in the PFL that he's most excited to watch. Can I get your reaction to that and what it means to get an endorsement from somebody of his caliber?
Conversei com Francis Ngannou algumas semanas atrás em Atlanta. Ele mencionou você como um cara que ele estava animado em assistir competir. Queria sua reação para um comentário desse, vindo aí de um cara do quilate dele.
Então, receber elogios de um monstro aí como o Francis, né, que já fez lutas duríssimas aí com os melhores do mundo, eu fico lisonjeado e me dá mais a certeza que tô no caminho certo, que o trabalho tá dando certo. E espero um dia ter a oportunidade aí de fazer essa luta com ele.
Well, just getting compliments from an absolute monster like Francis just gives me even more motivation to go out there and do my job. You know, it's always great to hear from a guy that's done as much as he has and fought the guys of the caliber that he has. I really hope that one day it can be him and I inside that cage.
Then last question for Maurice Greene. Maurice, we got a chance to speak in Atlanta just a few months ago, and you talked a lot about, you know, kind of the personal growth that you've taken in your life in fighting, out of fighting, and all that. Can you just kind of summarize that, and what are some of the biggest things that you feel like you've improved in your life over the past few years?
Man, a lot of it's been personal, you know, like just my process of going through a fight camp. You know, when I was in the UFC and when I was an Ultimate Fighter, you know, a lot of me was just happy to be there, happy to be a part of the organization, where that's all changed with the PFL. You know, I belong here. I know I belong here. I'm that guy right now, and I'm not afraid to say it to the media. I'm that guy right now, and it sucks to be this guy who's right at the top of the hill, right? And we're trying to just get over that hump. you know, and we get a little closer to the top of the hill every single fight. And last fight, it was up to me to get over that hill, and I made a decision not to, because I had an idea that I was winning, right? We're going to get over that hump. We're going to get over that hump. And the other thing is, you know, my family dynamic. It's hard to go out there and really like put everything you got into it when you got, you know, shit with your family going on, or if your relationship is something, you know, you guys aren't on the same page. You know, it really helps to have your family strong, your family behind you through the process. And then initially, you know, and then even more so going through a champ camp with John and watching John go out and just dismantle Gon like that. Just like he would do Francis Ngannou. He would do the same thing to Francis. And just having that confidence that you stand across in the training room from the baddest man on the planet, period, point blank, in the story. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care what they say. He's the fucking GOAT, and there's nobody better. So, and to have his coaches as well, right? To lean on when I have questions, when I'm going through footage. This past 3 years has kind of got me even more dialed into the goal. And I mean, the money's going to be there, right? The money's going to be a product of being a world champion. I don't really fight for the money anymore, which I used to. The bottom line was the dollars. The dollars make sense, and they do. Don't let me ever get that twisted. It does. But the motivation here is to leave with someone. What Denzel say? A motherfucker said, I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. And I felt that my last fight, I got a second chance at this dream to be a world champion. And I promise you, I'm leaving here with something. And that's going to be a PFL World Championship. And it starts with running through this motherfucker's face. Really. Point blank in the story, running through his face. I'm there for all of it. And I'll just keep saying that. Hard work works. And yeah, he may be working hard, but he ain't working that hard. I smoke cigarettes. I got better cardio than him. The first round's gonna be a round, but after the first round, big homie gonna be shot. He gonna be looking at his coaches. This is what I said. You know that look, like say you go to the bar, you meet a nice young lady, you bring her back to your house. You know what I'm saying? And you think you about to get it in, and then she leave on you. You know that look in your eyes as she's walking out the door, like. I've seen that look in his eyes several times in fights. That's the look you're going to see in his eyes. You know, that's the look you're going to see in his eyes on August 18th.
Thank you both for the time. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anik
Subramanian, Fightbook MMA. Maurice, you train with the greatest of all time in John Jones. How much would it mean for you and John Jones to end your year as heavyweight champions? Him at Madison Square Garden in November, and you at the end of the year as well?
It'd be special, man. It'd be special to think that this man has put together this team that he has handpicked one by one to be in that room, and not only having one world champion, but having one of your training partners who's been there. You know, I've been training with him now for about 3 years consistently, to go on and win a world championship as well. It's going to be a very, very special moment for the whole team, not just myself, for the whole team. And it's going to happen.
Awesome.
It's going to happen.
Best of luck on your fight. And Renan, quick question for you. Your opponent trains with the greatest of all time. You train at American Top Team with some great fighters. Who are your main sparring partners for this fight?
Renan, quem são os sparrings principais aí para essa luta?
Então, aqui tem caras grandes aqui, né, cara? Porra, tem o Montanha, o Branjão, tem o Sergei Pavlovich, tem Marcelo Gon, tem uma galera aí que tá empenhada aí a me ajudar. Então, tem muito material humano aqui que a gente está aproveitando da melhor forma possível para chegar aí pronto para essa guerra.
Sergey just hit hard.
A lot of big guys here at the gym. I mean, I got Sergey Pavlovich, Marcelo Gom, a big roster of heavyweights, tons of, good human labor out here at ATT that's been helping me throughout this camp.
Awesome. Thank you, and best of luck to both of you.
Let me leave you with this. Sergey just big and he just hits hard, but there's no layers to him. The motherfucker can't do nothing else. He's just a clobber knocker. I fought him. So and Marcelo Gom is questionable, just so you know.
Harry Mack.
Tem o Pezão também, que deu uma peia aí no Maurice Greene. E é um cara aí que tá me ajudando bastante também. Um cara que bateu muito no Maurice Greene aí, colocou ele para baixo aí. Fez o que quis com ele. Então, tem esse cara aí que tá do meu lado também.
Yeah, we got Pezão as well. Marcos Aurelio, who fought Maurice Greene and gave him an ass whooping. So did just about everything he wanted to do with him. So he's helping me out a lot with this camp too.
Hey, that's hilarious that you say that. He didn't give me an ass whooping for one. What I thought that motherfucker was going to do, I thought he'd be willing to stand there and trade like he does with everybody, right? But he was smart at the time. My wrestling wasn't great, so he took me down. I had a knee injury, right? And I couldn't do certain things, but he did what he had to do and held me down. You're right. He did hold me down for 3 rounds. But hey, motherfucker, you will not hold me down, period. Your ass is weak, boy. You weak. You a baby, my nigga. I'ma son your bitch ass, motherfucker. Let him translate that bullshit. How about that? I got no love for this motherfucker. I've seen him several times, right, around the PFL, and he always gave me this, it's 1 or 2 looks, right? It's like a tough guy look, which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Or it's like a scary look. And I'm willing to bet on that scary look that he got in his eyes, okay? I'm willing to bet on that little bit of a scary look, right? I guess we just gonna have to see August 18th, fam. We gonna have to see. Translate that shit. Make sure he knows how I feel. Now, don't get me wrong. DeLima, he cool. He cool. But, yeah, bro, I wouldn't hold on to that too much. And if you do hold on to that, shame on. Actually, I want you to hold on to that. Hold on to thinking that that's how it's going to go. I want you to hold on to that shit. I got something for that ass, big boy.
Lutou contra o Pezão, um joelho machucado. O Pezão botou ele para baixo, teve uma estratégia boa, mas só botou ele para baixo, ficou em cima, não fez nada. Disse que você não vai conseguir fazer absolutamente nada disso com ele, você não vai conseguir ficar em cima dele. Ele vê 2 olhares, ou é você sorridente ou é um olhar de medo. Você olha para ele, você tem um olhar de medo. E é isso que você vai mostrar na luta. Você não tem nada para ele.
Talk your shit, big homie. Go ahead, talk your shit. I want to hear it.
Dia 18 a gente vai ver isso aí.
August 18th, let's see.
Yeah, we gonna see, my nigga. We gonna see. We gonna see, big dog. I wish they could I wish you knew how to speak English, or I knew how to speak Portuguese, so you could really hear what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. It's unfortunate that you can't speak English. It's unfortunate that you can't get fans excited about a fight. That's just fucking unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. You sit there quiet like a little scared ass bitch. You better bring your nuts August 18th, because I got mine, big dog.
Acho que é uma pena que você não sabe falar inglês, não consegue animar os fãs para sua luta, não consegue me entender. Dia 18 de agosto, traga os seus culhões que eu vou trazer os meus.
Go ahead, give me a little. He's gonna give me a little smirk. Watch, I'm waiting for it. Where's your little smile at? Give me a little smile.
All right, guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next group. Maurice, Renan, thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for your time.
Thank you guys, Renan and Maurice. I think that fight just got a little bit more flavor to it ahead of the heavyweight playoffs and all the talk of the Francis Ngannou angle as well. A lot on the line, maybe more on the line than just $1 million. So, guys, appreciate both of your time today. Thank you very much.